Thank everyone for joining our August 24th PZM Essentials webinar. Today we are going to be reviewing multi-year average performance within Profit Zone Manager. So give you the basic rundown on our agenda today. We're going to have our introduction and then navigate to the multi-year average performance for the Webster field, and then review the multi-year average financial performance metrics, review the multi-year map layers, the export data function, and then follow up with any questions anyone might have. And so before I begin, I also want to let you know that we are in Q&A mode. We'll switch to that. And so any questions anyone might have, please type them in the chat below here underneath my contact information. You see my email, djba@agsolver.com, or if you have any questions, you can email them to support@agsolver.com. And then also there's my cell phone number, and that's 319-238-1978. Now we'll hop into Profit Zone Manager. So next we're going to navigate to the multi-year average performance for the Webster field. So how we get to that, we clicked on the Webster field name, that drops down our list of scenarios, and then the multi-year average performance is at the very bottom. And so in the years that are being calculated in the multi-year average performance are the scenarios tagged as. So we're going to be looking at 2008, 9, and 10 for this particular multi-year average. And so when we scroll down, you can see the financial performance table has just a little bit from our field level or specific year scenario. And so here we're looking at percentage of the field profitable. So due to the sandy ridge within the field and the water management issues in the northeast and northwest corner, you can see that this field about 79% profitable, just under 80%. Average profit per acre, we're at $72. Minimum profit that the field has ever made on a profit per acre standpoint, maximum profit that the field has ever made on an acre standpoint. Then we have the standard deviation at $161. Average total profit at $84. Average total profitability, average total revenue, and then average total expenses. And so then at the very bottom, we have the ROI based off of the multi-year average. And so each of these years are based off of production. And then if we were in a corn soybean production, we would just be looking at the financial performance within that. And so just to the right, we have a histogram displaying our acres to profitability per acre. And you can see in this particular field, we have areas where we're unprofitable due to that sandy ridge. And so next, we're going to review the different type of map layers. So here we're looking at a profitability map of the field. And so we have a legend to the right where we can filter the field. So right now, 45% of this field is producing right around $200 an acre profit. So and we can add zones and add layers by holding the shift button down and selecting those zones to represent that accordingly. Next, we have a return on investment map layer based off of the multi-year average. And you can see 49% of this field, we're making a positive 25% return on investment or more. So we have 90% of this field where we're losing 25% return on investment or more. So that outlines the sandy ridge in the southwest corner. Our next map layer is our minimum profit per acre map layer, our maximum, profit per acre map layer at the best this field has ever done, based off of the 308, 09, 010. And then our standard deviation map layer. And this is interactive as well. Next, we can export these map layers out of Profit Zone Manager and then bring them into a data reading program such as SMS, SST, map shots, things like that. And so we can export this data. And how we've did that, there's an options drop down right beside the multi-year average performance. We click on that, there's an export button. So, and we just click that, and so now our file is ready to be downloaded. So it's just downloading to our computer. So in a compressed zip file, once that's ready to be viewed. So, and these are in TIFF files right now. Minimize that, out of that. And so also I want to touch on an update that we're going to be implementing within Profit Zone Manager. Here in the coming future, we'll have the ability to create scenarios based off of the multi-year average. So that's going to be helpful when we're creating long-term scenarios, or alternative management scenarios where we say want to take this acreage out of production and put that into a CRP program or another scenario along those lines. So that an overview of the multi-year average. So I'm gonna open it up now for any questions anyone might have. And so while we wait for questions to flow in, if there is any, I want to invite you to our webinar 11 o'clock today, where we are going to be going over the economic and agronomic benefits of hunting leases for our intermediate planning webinar. And we're going to be going through one field where there's a group of trees in the northeast corner of a field, and there is a rampant turkey population. And so with the turkey and deer, you could almost count out the first, about 40 to 60 foot due to damage by the wildlife. And so we'll show you how you can create some of those alternative management scenarios at our webinar at 11 o'clock. And I also want to mention that this webinar will be posted onto YouTube after it is completed. And so if there is no more questions, I want to thank everyone for viewing this webinar. I invite you to join our webinar at 11 o'clock. Thanks.